Let me also welcome you to the second annual National Policy and Advocacy Summit on Biologics and Biosimilars. 10 years ago, when I would go to the Hill to talk to policymakers and staff in legislative offices and try to talk about a biologic, it was clear that the topics were very foreign. But today, that conversation is remarkably different. I was on the Hill yesterday. Young staffers, they know about biologics and biosimilars. They know the impact because they've heard from patients. And so that's why this morning at the summit, we stand on really the brink of an entirely new chapter in the story of biologics and biosimilars.
I think every cancer journey is so different. But I think overall what I would say is keep fighting, because there are new treatments, better treatments, more targeted therapies, there's better resources. There is so much that's coming out every single day that you just have to keep fighting.
The Alliance for Patient Access, and we really view our role is to ensure that policymaking is informed by the physician and the patient's point of view.
So what's at stake for physicians is the same thing that's at stake for patients. It's really safety and confidence in what's being prescribed and what's being dispensed.
We are supposed to do that which is in the benefit of the patient. But I would say we actually have to extend that social contract from its traditional understanding. We say to manufacturers, we expect you to produce a social good. We are going to give you intellectual protection that allows you to have a lot of upside. But in return for that upside, we expect you to produce a social good, which is advances which contribute to the health and welfare of society.
So once a biosimilar has been approved or an interchangeable has been approved by FDA, patients and healthcare providers will be able to rely on the safety and effectiveness of an FDA-approved product just as they would for the reference product for that biosimilar and interchangeable product. So at the end of the day, FDA is not going to approve a biosimilar and interchangeable product that they don't think is safe and effective for those labeled conditions of use. That's FDA's requirement in order to approve a product.
And in all the different policy debates, there might be some positions which will soften or change over time, but the one on knowing how you can trace the product, especially in the event of an adverse reaction, is critical, and from the patient view is non-negotiable.
And then we've heard talk on a couple of panels today about non-medical switching and concerns about that and how that will become even a greater concern as biosimilars come to market, and what's going to be the process by which switching is regulated.
So if someone is not doing well and it's because the medicine was switched and I didn't know that, I can't take that into account to make an appropriate therapeutic decision.
But at the end of the day, if we get these policies right and we keep patients' relationships strong, we're going to have better health care. So thank you for spending your time with us today. Thank you very much.